Great! English Unleashed! Real English, real confidence.
Hey, what you up to? Do you want to grab a bite later?
Whoa, hold on. Did you catch that? Could you understand what he just said? Don't worry if you didn't, because that is exactly what we're doing today. Welcome to the Real American English Accent Challenge. I'm Emma, and this is Ben.
Hey, everyone.
In this video, Ben is going to say 7 real, everyday American English sentences at natural, native speed. Your challenge, if you choose to accept it, is to see how many you can understand. But we're not just going to leave you hanging.
The goal here is to help you bridge that gap between textbook English and the English we actually speak in real life. It's a huge challenge for learners, so don't feel bad if it's tough. That's the whole point.
Exactly. Think of it as a game. We'll even keep score. Ready to play? Let's jump right into our first challenge. Then hit me with it.
What you up to? Do you want to grab a bite later?
Okay, did you get it? How much of that did you understand? Maybe you heard later? Maybe bite? Let us know in the comments what you picked up. Now let's hear it one more time, but slowly.
What are you up to? Do you want to grab a bite later?
Huge difference, right? Let's break this down. There are 2 questions here.
What are you up to? This is just a casual way of asking, what are you doing? Or how's it going? Friends use this all the time.
But nobody says that slowly. It gets completely crushed together. The first big change is what are you, which becomes whatcha.
Right. The T in what and the U in you squish together to make a ch sound, and the word are basically disappears. Whatcha. Whatcha.
And up to links right onto it. Listen again.
Whatcha up to?
Okay, on to the second part.
Do you want to grab a bite later?
This is an invitation, but at full speed, do you want to practically melts into a new word. Then what's it sound like?
It sounds like Joanna.
Let's get into the mechanics. First, do you reduces to Jew.
J.
Then want to becomes wanna. This is one of the most famous reductions in American English.
Joanna.
Perfect. And the last part is grab a bite later. It's not grab a, it's grabba.
Grab a bite.
So the whole thing, one more time, fast.
What you up to? Do you want to grab a bite later?
Awesome. Now it's your turn to practice.
What you up to? Do you want to grab a bite later?
Great. Now let's try it at a more natural speed. Repeat after Ben.
What you up to? Do you want to grab a bite later?
Now the whole thing.
What you up to? Do you want to grab a bite later?
Fantastic. Okay, that's 1 down. Score 1 point if you understood it the first time. Let's move on.
Could you give me a hand with this for a sec?
Okay, what was he asking for? Did you catch it? Let's hear it again, nice and slow.
Could you give me a hand with this for a second?
This is a polite way to ask for help. The first major reduction is could you, which becomes Couldja.
Couldja. This is that same j sound we heard before.
It's fast and smooth. Next up is give me turns into another classic, gimme.
Gimme. It's just like wanna.
So we have Couldja gimme. Listen to how those words link up.
A hand with. The D in hand almost disappears.
And the very last part is for a sec. Sec is just the casual, clipped way of saying second. For a sec.
The main stress falls on hand. Listen again at full speed. Could you give me a hand with this for a sec?
All right, your turn to practice.
Could you give me a hand with this for a second?
Now let's use the reductions.
Could you give me a hand with this for a sec?
One more time, the complete sentence.
Could you give me a hand with this for a sec?
You're doing great. That's 2 down. How's your score? Are you 2 for 2?
I dunno. It's kind of tough to say.
Okay, challenge number 3. Ben?
I don't know. It's kind of tough to say.
Did you get that one? It's kind of a classic mumbling phrase. Let's hear it slowly.
I do not know. It is kind of tough to say.
Let's start with the most obvious one. I don't know becomes I don't know.
I don't know. The T in don't completely vanishes.
So, I don't know. Then it is becomes it's. But then kind of becomes kinda.
Kinda. Just like wanna. This is essential for sounding natural.
The next part is tough to say. In fast speech, to often reduces to ta.
Tough to say.
Putting it all together, I dunno, it's kinda tough to say.
For example, if someone asks, "Do you think we'll finish the project on time?" You could say, "I don't know. It's kind of tough to say."
Let's hear it one more time at full speed.
"I don't know. It's kind of tough to say."
Okay, time for your shadowing practice.
"I don't know. It's kind of tough to say."
Great. Now with the natural reductions.
"I don't know. It's kind of tough to say."
Now the whole thing.
"I don't know. It's kind of tough to say."
Excellent work. 3 down, 4 to go. Hey, just jumping in here for a second. How are you doing with the challenge so far? What's your score out of 3? Be honest.
Let us know in the comments below. And if you're having those aha moments, do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button.
We make videos like this every week. Okay, enough talking, back to the game. Sentence number 4.
Let me know what you think about it.
Okay, a short one, but packed with connections. Slow-mo, please, Ben.
Let me know what you think about it.
The first and most important reduction is let me, which becomes lemme.
Lemme. Let me know.
The next part is what you think. Here we have that whatcha sound again.
What you think. What you think.
And now for the end, about it. This is a classic example of connected speech.
About it. The T turns into a fast D sound. We call this a flap T.
Listen closely.
About it. About it.
It connects so smoothly, it sounds like one word.
Let me know what you think about it.
You might say this after a presentation. That's my proposal. Let me know what you think about it. Perfect. Let's practice. First, slow.
Let me know what you think about it.
Now let's connect it all.
Let me know what you think about it.
All together now.
Let me know what you think about it.
Awesome. We are more than halfway through.
We should totally try to get together sometime soon.
Okay, here comes challenge number 5.
We should totally try to get together sometime soon.
A classic conversation ender. Did you catch the details? This one is tricky because it sounds like a real invitation, but is it? Let's hear it slow.
We should totally try to get together sometime soon.
The interesting part starts with try to.
In natural speech, try to often becomes try to.
And get together is a key phrasal verb here, meaning to meet socially. But listen to the T sounds.
Get together. It's not get together, it's get together. Get together.
Amazing. It's so smooth it almost sounds like it's spelled with D's.
When someone says, "We should get together sometime," it's often just a polite way to end a conversation. It's not always a real invitation.
So the whole friendly, non-committal phrase sounds like this.
We should totally try to get together sometime soon.
Let's practice. Repeat after Ben, slowly.
We should totally try to get together sometime soon.
Now for the natural, connected version.
We should totally try to get together sometime soon.
And the whole thing at a friendly, natural pace.
We should totally try to get together sometime soon.
Amazing! Only 2 more to go.
Honestly, I wouldn't have even thought of that.
All right, sentence number 6.
Honestly, I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Whoa, that one is a mouthful. Did you follow it? Let's slow it way, way down.
Honestly, I wouldn't have even thought of that.
This one is complex. Let's start with would not have. First, would not becomes wouldn't.
Wouldn't. That's the easy part. But then have often gets reduced to just a V sound.
Listen closely.
Wouldn't have. Wouldn't have.
Then we add the word even for emphasis.
Wouldn't have even.
The next part is thought of that. Thought of that gets really reduced. But wait, there's more. The T at the end of thought is tricky.
Thought of that. My tongue stops the air for a split second.
So, putting all these pieces together,
Honestly, I wouldn't have even thought of that.
this is a fantastic compliment. It means that's a brilliant idea that never would have occurred to me.
I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Okay, now with the reductions.
Wouldn't have even thought of that.
Now the whole sentence.
Honestly, I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Incredible job! That was the most difficult one so far, and you nailed it. 1 more to go, the final boss.
Did you get a chance to look at that email I sent you?
Okay, the final test. Did you understand that workplace question? Let's hear it slowly.
Did you get a chance to look at that email I sent you?
This is a masterclass in reductions. First up, did you becomes Didja.
Didja, just like Couldja, the D and Y sounds combine.
Next, get a chance. The T in get is a flap T.
Get a chance.
So we have did you get a chance? The next part is to look at.
To look at. But it gets even more connected. The T and at often gets dropped completely before that.
It sounds like look at that.
So, did you get a chance to look at that email? And the final piece is I sent you.
The word you reduces to ya.
I sent ya.
So let's assemble this monster of a sentence.
Did you get a chance to look at that email I sent you?
Let's practice this final challenge, slow and steady first.
Did you get a chance to look at that email I sent you?
Now let's bring in the real American music.
Did you get a chance to look at that email I sent you?
And the whole thing one final time.
Did you get a chance to look at that email I sent you?
And that's it. You have completed the Real American Accent Challenge. Congratulations!
That was tough. We covered a ton of reductions. Wanna, gimme, lemme, dunno, kinda, didja, couldja, plus a lot about connected speech and the flap T.
So the big question is, what was your final score? How many of the 7 sentences did you understand on the very first listen? Drop your score in the comments below.
And just for fun, as a final review, I'm going to say all 7 sentences one more time at full speed. Ready? 1. What you up to? Do you want to grab a bite later? 2. Could you give me a hand with this for a sec? 3. I don't know, it's kind of tough to say. 4. Let me know what you think about it. 5. We should totally try to get together sometime soon. 6. Honestly, I wouldn't have even thought of that. 7. Did you get a chance to look at that email I sent you?
How did you do that time? So much easier now, right? It just proves that once you crack the code, understanding fast speech becomes so much more manageable.
It really is like learning the secret code of the language.
Exactly. If you loved this challenge, make sure you are subscribed to the channel.
Thanks so much for playing along with us today.
You did an amazing job. Keep practicing and we'll see you in the next video.